So I got this show. It's called "What Are People Doing?" And I might get a little close for the mic. I got this show. It's called "What Are People Doing?" You know, I try to see what you might be up to at the moment. You know, where you might have been coming from. You know, how does your day going? Things like that. Where you from? You know, how your swag stays so up. You know, are you in a relationship or are you breaking hearts out here? Got these guys going crazy on the belt line. You know, I tried to walk you down on the belt line. You know, you got people stopping you and, you know, making friends out here. So your aura is glowing. It's your day. We need to see what's going on. The people want to know. We're a little nosy over here. You know, so we're going to just get in your business real quick. So, you know, what's your name?
My name is Frequency.
Your name? Hold on. The people, I need y'all to understand when things line up, when things are in alignment, you know, things just happen like this. I see people stopping her on the belt line while I was trying to chase her down to, you know, try to get an interview. And guess what she says, y'all? She says her name is what?
Frequency.
Frequency.
Yeah.
Her name is Frequency. Wow. That's what's up. So where you from, Frequency?
I'm from Decatur, where it's greater, Georgia.
She from Decatur, where it's greater, so she already got
yeah.
the sauce. So that's what I'm already knowing that, and I can tell. You know what I'm saying? So, what are you out here doing? Matter of fact, what do you do?
So I am a swim instructor. I teach people how to swim. It's getting hot, so.
She's a swimming instructor. That's what's up. So we're gonna, you know, I like to get introspective on here. You know, the people, they like to, you know, we try to get into the corners of your mind. So let's go on this journey with you. So.
Yeah.
When did you learn how to swim? Because, you know, they say black people be scared to swim.
Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I absolutely just jumped in and hope for the best. That was me though. But,
right.
you know, I learned on my job, and so now I'm teaching people.
You learn on your job. So, wait a minute. Okay, so can I ask you, how old are you?
I'm 25.
She's 25 in her prime. Fine. Listen, Frequency got it going on. I'm trying to tell you. So, you say you learned on your job. How long did you have this job?
For a while. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah?
I've had it for a while, yeah.
Yeah?
Years, yeah.
Years. Okay, so that you had to be brave to do that, right? So before were you always scared to swim? Have you ever been to the beach, the pool?
Yeah, I love the water, so that was really nothing for me. It was the kids, so I teach kids.
Right.
So,
So you love the water.
Yeah.
Did you love the water when you couldn't swim?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was able to swim. I just jumped in. I was like, yeah, let's do this.
So that kind of, you know, what kind of pushed you into learning how to swim?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. So learning how to swim. Tell me, what was, you say you weren't scared. Take me through that, the first day of, like, here it goes, you know, I'm gonna do this. Take me to that bravery so you can kind of, like, and, you know, inspire someone out there to take leaps of faith, because we take leaps of faith. When your name is Frequency, you learn how to take leaps of faith.
Absolutely.
So you can kind of get in alignment.
Absolutely.
So, you know.
I mean, for my job, I just was really interested. It all worked out. That's why I chose the name Frequency.
Yeah.
It literally all worked out. It was right by my house.
Yeah.
It was right at the school I was going to. It was so perfect.
Yeah.
I got to know the kids. It's the best thing in the world.
Right.
But then they jump on you and get scared that you're gonna drown, and you have to hold kids up. And,
Right.
But you know what? I just did it.
Was that a part of the training with
Yeah,
them
that was
jumping
part
on
of the
you?
training.
Oh, because you had to. Okay, you had to learn how to save lives. Okay, so we're gonna get back to that. So you grew up in Decatur. How was it growing up in Decatur? How would you say?
So actually, I moved around a little bit. So I grew up in Decatur, but I also grew up in Perry. That's a really countryside of Georgia.
Oh, is it how far is it away from
It's
the
like
city?
an hour, maybe.
Hour south,
It's
hour
not
north.
super, yeah, but it's the countryside.
Hour south, down 75. Okay, that's what's up. Did you have any siblings?
Yeah. So I have two big sisters. They're the best. Yeah.
Two big sisters.
Yeah.
Wow. So how far are y'all apart in age?
Like 7, 8 years.
7. So they're 7. They're both 7 and 8 years, both older than you. So you were kind of in elementary while they were in high school.
Yeah.
You kind of watching what they was doing, watching what they was watching. So you kind of learned through them. Could you say at a point? Because I have uncles and aunties that were like 7 and 8 years, and 10 years, and I kind of, you know, always was kind of hip. So do you kind of say that's kind of was your experience? They kind of kept you hip to how to consume things, what kind of music to listen to?
Absolutely. That's why I'm like an old soul.
Yeah.
Old school music. That's my whole thing.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm a musician. So a
Mm.
lot of the things that I learned was from them, you know,
Right.
VH1,
Right.
MTV, like watching all that growing up with them. So yeah.
Right. So you're in your creative bag. So you're creative.
Yeah.
So you sing, rap,
I sing. I play
sing?
piano. I write.
you play the piano. Okay, we getting to it. So, playing the piano. When did you learn how to play the piano? How did you gravitate towards the piano?
Yeah, so one day there just was this keyboard for Christmas just there.
Yeah.
And once again, this is a common theme with me. I was just like, I'm gonna do it.
You just take leaps of faith. I love that because, you know, I kind of, you know, with me doing this, you know, it was kind of like, go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? Just have faith and, you know, things like that. So this was Christmas. What age? How old were you?
I was 10.
You was 10 years old.
I was 10, yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. So you kind of got on there, and did you take lessons, or you kind of just kept playing around with it? Take me through that.
So for the most part, I started teaching myself YouTube. That was when YouTube was really getting big. Like it wasn't, you know, so I started teaching myself, and then eventually I had lessons. So
yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. So playing, okay, so I guess you were playing like in the house for like your family and everything. Did you ever play outside? When was the first time you played outside of your family and things like that?
Yeah, I would say I had a couple of recitals. And
the
then,
recital.
You know, doing it in school, play for the school, and then now I'm actually playing out just wherever I can. I had a little situation on the Beltline. I've been going to a couple of jam sessions in Atlanta. So
Right. So you've been, you know, getting to the open mics and doing the jam sessions, things like that.
Yeah.
And so you write songs too?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so do you remember how old you were when you wrote your first song?
I might have that was such a long time ago. I think maybe around that same time.
Yeah, 10 years old?
Yeah.
That's kind of, you know, it kind of fits because I always say your formative years are age from when you're born until 10, 11 to a preteen.
Yeah.
That's kind of what you program and what you kind of find out what you kind of want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's natural in you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So writing songs, things like that. What was kind of coming up under your sisters, what was kind of the artist that you kind of gravitated towards and that kind of, you know, give you this kind of vibe, like this aura is so, you know, chill?
You know who's underrated, who I need to get back overrated?
Right.
Kim. I grew up on the Boyz II Men, the Kims, who else? I loved Queen Latifah, honestly. Aaliyah.
Right.
Just all of those artists of the 90s, 80s. Like, I'm super old school.
You like that 90s, that chill
even
vibe?
Further back,
Yeah, and the 80s and everything like that. I kind of do the same thing. I have my 90s jam sessions, yo. I listen to the old stuff, and it's kind of like, it's relaxing, you know? It's kind of healing, if you want to say. When you say Kim, what Kim? Lil Kim?
Not, I mean, I love her too, but K-E-M.
K-E-M.
All black guy.
Oh.
Singing all those, girl.
Okay. That's what's up. What's up.
He's so cool, yeah.
That's what's up. So, parents, how was you? Did you have your parents, or were they married, or, you know what I'm saying? Can you divulge?
So, I mean, my mom was a single mom, but
okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So made it work. Absolutely.
Kind of poured into you guys, poured into you. And I can tell from your vibe and, you know, how you are that you kind of was one that you didn't mind going off on your own and kind of finding your lane. Did you always kind of find yourself, not always, but did you kind of find yourself at parts like teaching yourself?
Yeah.
Not just with music, just with anything, with how you see life and things like that?
Yeah, just independent
Can you take me through that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I've always just liked learning. I'm curious.
Yeah.
So whenever there's an opportunity to learn, I'm like, let me take it, let me do it, let me go, let me find it. Yeah.
Right. Like reading books and stuff like that. And
okay, maybe not so much reading, but like learning from people. I love to meet people, listen to their stories.
Yeah, I could tell you have a strong intuition. So do you kind of pick up on things like you probably could watch a movie and pick up on messaging inside the movies and things like that?
Yeah.
I can tell, especially when you self-teach yourself things. You said you play the piano, write songs, and what else did you say? Sing? Okay, so when did you first start singing?
Forever. Now that forever. Always.
You was always singing.
I was like, I want to be a rock star when I get older.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So you kind of got the neo rock, soul rock. Can you kind of, man, you might start your own genre with this. Just the way you moving out here is a genre. Soul rock. I like that with the all black. She's out here looking good, y'all. Her swag is up. Her swag is on. I think it was a couple of skaters that stopped you. What did they say? It looked like, okay, before you answer, it looked like to me they stopped you and was like, you got it going on. That's what I took from the. What did they say?
Yeah, they were like, your outfit, fire, and there was like your walk, everything.
Yes, that's why I don't know what it is. Like, you stand out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And your dimples are cute. And so
thank
it's like, I don't know. It was like, I was like, I have to get her on an interview just, you know, just for her aura to bless my platform. You know what I'm saying? Things like that.
Thank you.
So you always were singing, things like that. Okay, so, and that was growing up in Decatur. How would you say you were like in school? How were you like with friends? Did you have a best friend? Things like that, or did you move around a lot? Take me through there a little bit. Take me.
Jamaican friends, I love y'all.
Okay.
But
okay.
I had some friends. I kept my head in the books. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I wanted to just get in school, learn, get out,
Right.
go live. Like,
Right.
I wanted to explore.
Right.
So yeah.
You kind of knew what was going on, so
Yeah.
you kind of you were like the popular loner, weren't you? Like people would come in your world and kind of experience you on your terms, and then kind of.
It was Black Cat energy. I mean, it was Black Cat energy.
That's what's up.
I can't lie.
That's what's up. So, doing the music and things like that, do you do any recordings? Like, do you go to studios? Do you have your own studio? Kind of take me through that.
I'm working on getting into the studio. I used to go when I was a little younger, but I'm working on getting back. I just released a couple songs with a friend from our city, so that was very fun, very interesting.
Right.
And then I'll be working on getting some of my stuff. Yeah.
Right,
out.
and you have all that on your platform.
Well,
okay,
yeah.
and
Yeah,
we'll get to that. So, let's go back to these swimming. You know, so being that you were always, you know, such a fast learner and you teaching yourself and things like that. How did the swimming go? How long did it learn? How long did it take for you to learn how to swim?
I mean, again, when I was really young, I taught myself how to swim, but the actual strokes, things like that,
Right.
on the job, that took like, honestly, a month. I had to learn quickly.
Right.
Because when you're on that job, you need to know it to teach it. So
Right.
I had to learn in like a month, 2 weeks.
Right.
So,
So
yeah.
did they teach you the difference between like just like struggling to stroke and kind of like you want to learn you want to be able to swim with grace?
Yeah.
And let me ask you, is there a difference when you're trying to save someone from swimming with grace and then swimming? Is it a difference? Do you have to like swim with some type of like power when you're trying to save someone?
Well, so most people don't swim with grace, and that's not what I'm looking for. I just want you to not die, you know?
Right.
Please live. That's all I
Right.
ask. And
Okay.
then you choose if you want to keep going.
Right.
To get to that point where you're swimming technically, right?
Right. Right.
But other than that, just don't die, please.
That's what's up.
Stop
That's what's
dying.
up.
You know what I'm saying? Stop dying. What? Stop dying.
But that's brave, you know what I'm saying? Like, was it just your natural instinct of just being brave that you would take a job that potentially you would have to save a life? Like, was that in your mind?
Yeah, I'm just like that. No, I took it because a friend had that job. I didn't really know what all it would entail, but I ended
Right.
up falling in love with it.
Right.
It's for me. Yeah.
So bring me to that curve. I like that. I'm trying to get in the corner pockets of your mind. Bring me to that curve of knowing when you fell in love with it. Like, did you save someone, or did you, just the whole aura of it? Like, bring me into that.
So there's one moment where I had 2 kids jump on me at the same time. They were literally my size. And for a second I was like, okay, maybe this job is not for me. But then you know what? When they got out of the water, when I calmed myself down, I was like, you know what? There's something so fulfilling about getting someone to swim when they couldn't. When they walked in, they couldn't.
Right.
But now they can. They can save themselves.
Right.
So I knew, you know what? Let me just keep going.
Right.
I like this. Yeah.
So you said the 2 kids were about your
yeah,
size.
they jumped in on me.
They jumped in on you.
deep end, yeah.
Were they calling for you to save them, or did they just needed someone to teach them? Like, were you saving their life, or did they just did you just teach them how to swim?
It was a little bit of both. So
Okay.
The water was actually like 12 feet deep, right? So they didn't know, like, hey, this is probably dangerous to, jump on your teacher all at once.
Wow. How old are they?
They might have been like 10 something, like a little older. I don't know. I can't. It was a long time
Right.
ago.
But they jumped
But,
in from the side
yeah,
into the
at
water
same time.
on you.
Yep, at the same time. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And kinda, I would say, wow, that's amazing, yo. So you had to in real time. That was like that's like a movie scene actually. like you're you're so cool and so chill. You're kind of like the way you're explaining it. It's not dramatic, but that's dramatic as like as it could get. They jumped in on you, so you had to in real time save their life and teach them how to swim in the process. And so that that might have kind of been, was it a little struggle for you too? Like
Absolutely. I was underwater, but I had, on that job they teach you like they're important. They are important.
Right.
So whatever you do, get them to safety.
Right.
So
and so not only did you have to save their lives, it was something new for you that happened too. You had to save your own life too. So at first you had to make sure you were straight, and then doing that you made sure they were straight, and in the process teaching them how to swim so that they can save their own lives. Man, that's fulfilling. That's like a movie scene all in its own. You get your flowers from me. I hope the audience can give it to you. You know what I'm saying? If anything else, like that was a moment right there. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I know you so chill, but I'm gonna hype you up. Because that's what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and that's why you got that good hair like that. You forever blessed. Now you forever blessed. You know what I'm saying?
Hair is good hair. Come on.
You know what I'm saying? All hair is good. All hair is
Absolutely.
good, different textures, but I'm just, here to hype you up. You the star, especially with dealing with something like that. You're the star. And I like this last question. I like to ask because we're at 16 minutes. It's good. This was a good interview. I like this. I like to ask this question right here. What is your current, like, what are you learning right now? What is your current fight right now? Like, what's your current, like, something that you're doing or working on or trying to master? What is that for you right now? Just something that you can give us. I like that one. You like that, right? That's a good interview question, right?
Yeah, so I'm really working hard on my music. Mm-hmm. I didn't take it super seriously for a second because, life got to lifing. Things started happening. Right. And I had to master myself. Right. So I chose to do that before music. Right. I took a break from music. And now I'm back.
Just to like learn life, right?
I'm back, yeah.
Right. So when you say mastering your music, is it more so like trying to find your lane and your style and, trying to, find like a uniqueness about it, or just like the whole formula as far as like life and everything about it? Can you touch on that?
The balancing act of life, just figuring out how to make sure that I'm still swimming, doing my job.
I like that.
Music and adding that back into my life, because that's a super big passion of mine. Right. And learning the rest of my instruments, learning a new one. Trying to really get hone my craft. Right.
So you got the piano down. Which one are you picking up one right now?
Yeah,
trying to learn it? Can I guess? Can I guess?
Go ahead. What is it?
The guitar?
Yes. How did you know?
Because this is what did I say? This is soul rock. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got the new genre that's coming out. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. So can you talk about the guitar? Have you picked it up, or are you just running it through your mind?
I'm learning. I'm in the process of learning. It's a little different than piano. Like, it's kind of the same, but it's a little different. Right. And I had to get rid of the nails.
Ooh, okay.
But I'm getting to it. I'm learning.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I will say, I played drums in the church. I was like 6 years old in the church, beating the drums, carrying the church. And I would always wonder why people were looking at me. And now that I'm older, it's like, you're 6 years old carrying. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, yeah.
Yeah. And so I will say this, one thing James Brown always said, every instrument is like a drum. Every instrument is like a drum. So when you hit that note, it's like a drum. Now, I've only played the drums, but I could kind of see what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so, you could kind of take some of that, with you, So
absolutely.
I see you, doing your graceful walk, so what are you up to right now? We nosy. What you doing? Like, where you going at? No. Matter of fact, before we get to that, because people want to know, you know what I'm saying? Because they all in love and they might flood the DMs, you know what I'm saying? if you're gonna start the Men Olympics, they might be in your DMs, and I might be one of them too. But let's just get back. Are you single? Are you in a relationship? Are you breaking hearts? What's going on?
Music is my boyfriend. You know, that's my boyfriend. But that's pretty much what I'm focused on.
Right, your craft.
But yeah,
I like that.
Check me out on
I like
Instagram.
that.
Absolutely.
Yes, we're gonna get to that.
Yeah.
So what you doing right now though? Let's get back to the nosiness.
Right now, I am just listening to music. That's what you have to do all day when you want to perform and go out. You have to listen all day, every day.
Right.
So I have to listen.
Taking it in. This is like your zen. Do you listen to instrumentals?
Yep.
I like things, yeah. I like listening to instrumentals. So that's what's up. So you're doing your meditative walk, listening to your instrumentals, doing that brain work, doing that mental alchemy. That's what's up. So do you have any socials that you want to plug for the people?
Absolutely.
Can you spell it? Can you say it and spell it out for them?
So it's the word frequency and then CLE. So it looks like frequent cycle. Frequency CLE.
Frequency CLE, and that's lowercase.
All lowercase, all one word.
On Instagram, on
Instagram.
Instagram. Frequency CLE on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's what's up, y'all. This is Frequency. She is beautiful, gorgeous. Her aura. She's a leader. She's, self-taught, and she's working on her music right now. And you already got some things up on Frequency CLE.
I do.
So you can check her out, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna post when she's got her next open mic, when she's working on her chops, when she wants y'all to come out and get on the Frequency.
Hop on.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So you're beautiful, and I appreciate it, and so I want you to have a good day, y'all. We signing off. This is Frequency, y'all. Y'all check her out. All right.